Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and I have actually two very special guests with me today. I have my wife, Jana, and then also we have a very, very close personal friend of ours. Her name is Devorah Ganani, and she is the Goodwill Ambassador to the Christian world, the Christian liaison from the Jewish Agency in Israel. Welcome to the program today, Devorah.
Shalom, Dave. Shalom, Jana.
Shalom.
Good to be with you after such a long time.
Yes, absolutely. And we're thankful to have you here today. Let's get started and walk down through here, Devorah, because I know you're just a wealth of information, and you've been doing a lot of traveling, but because of the wartime scenario, we haven't been able to come back over there and see you. So everybody in Israel, they're doing okay?
Everybody's okay, and we are happy that the war is slowly ending. At least in the north, it's more quiet. My daughter lives in the Galilee with her two little girls. It was a very difficult time for them. They had to run to bomb shelter all the time. Yeah. And now it's quiet there. No any bombing anymore.
But wow, you've really been through it over the last year and a couple, 2 or 3 months here. And
yeah, it was not easy. It was not easy. But Israeli people are full of hope and believe in God, and we love the country and we love our nation, and everybody did the most they can in this 1 year.
Anymore, Israel's going to make sure that doesn't happen ever again.
And if you remember, the Hezbollah said that they will not stop the war unless the war is stopped in Gaza.
Yeah.
God did the opposite. He stopped them.
Yeah.
Right.
He stopped them, and they disappear.
Yeah.
The head of Hezbollah was killed by the Israelis, and so you never know. God is stronger than anything else.
Amen. Very, very important. So, okay. So, with that said, I want to ask you a few questions here, Devorah, because we have a lot of people that support you guys and support your efforts, and so we want to make sure they're on board with this. Give us a little history of the Jewish Agency. A lot of people, when you say Jewish Agency, a lot of people, their eyes roll back in their head. I don't know what that means. So give us some history behind the Jewish Agency. What does it do?
The Jewish Agency was established by a decision of the UN. Mm-hmm. As you said, in 1929, the UN made a decision that the Jews need an agency, that there is a new home for them, which is the State of Israel. They recognize that the State of Israel belonged to the Jewish people. This was in 1929. And in fact, the Jewish Agency is the roof organization, on the umbrella organization of all the Jews of the world. This organization was, as I said, was established in 1929, and the mission of this organization first was to make aliyah, to bring the Jews back home, but the other mission was to build a home for them, to build a place for them. So beside bringing all those Jews from Europe at the beginning, from Russia and from France and Italy and Poland and Germany, of course, at the beginning of this time, the Jewish Agency built the electricity company, all the bridges, all the hospitals, all the homes of the new immigrants, all the roads, everything in Israel that you can see was built by the Jewish Agency.
Mm-hmm. That's a direct fulfillment of Bible prophecy. Ezekiel 37, all those years ago, God prophesied, I will bring my people back who've been scattered from all over the nations. I will bring them back. So you're living there, but we're living through the fulfillment of a Bible prophecy over a 2,000, almost a 2,500-year-old Bible prophecy. And so was that the Jewish Agency that had a role in going and warning people to leave prior to World War II?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I know. I don't know so.
Okay.
I know many Christian organizations did it. Mm-hmm. The Jewish Agency didn't have any manpower or any emissaries at that time. We were only leaders that had this vision to build the land. But I don't think we did it. No.
Yeah. So there were Jews that were making Aliyah back to Israel prior to World War II and even during World War II.
Sure. And my parents, for example, my father came from Hungary, 1938, as a sailor on a boat from Hungary. Mm-hmm. And my mother came from Kiev, Ukraine, through Syria. Sure, there was big Aliyah before 48.
Yes. Yeah.
Before the state of Israel was established.
Yes. Yeah. So I know that the Jewish Agency helped to, they were created to help Jews make Aliyah back to Israel. And so the Jewish Agency responsible for much of the birth of the nation of Israel, which we know is a fulfillment of Bible prophecy. How was the Jewish Agency responsible for the birth? Is it just that they helped Jews make Aliyah, or were they involved in like the United Nations partition plan, or what?
They were the first government. Before there was government in Israel was the Jewish Agency. Mm-hmm. The head of the Jewish Agency was David Ben-Gurion. Mm-hmm. And from his seat as the head of the Jewish Agency before 48, he announced the birth of the State of Israel from his office at the Jewish Agency. Mm-hmm. So he was the first chairman of the Jewish Agency, and from this seat, the first prime minister of the State of Israel. So, of course, the Jewish Agency has a lot to do with the birth of the State of Israel. So the Jewish Agency / the Jewish community is everywhere in the world. We exist. First, it was a Jewish community that then became the Jewish Agency, which is. And
are they solely, so is all the Jewish Agency then, are they devoted to getting Jews to come back to Israel, or so that's the main goal, but also they're helping run Jewish communities throughout the world?
Both.
Okay, yeah.
First of all, there is a law of return that says that every Jew that Ben-Gurion established, every Jew that wants to come, make Aliyah, wants to return to the Holy Land, to Israel, the government and the State of Israel must bring him by law. Mm-hmm. So this is one aspect. Another aspect is, of course, to take care of those Jews who are remaining in their places. Yes, we have very close relationship with every community in every city in the world.
Mm-hmm. Do the Jews around the world that are not living in persecuted regions, is it their goal to get their kids and things to come to Israel, or are they pretty much content, like let's say the ones here in the United States, they're pretty much content to live here under a realm of safety there?
We have a lot of activity for Jews wherever they are, okay, which is around the State of Israel and around the Jewish culture and religion. So we have Sunday schools, we have events in the holidays, and one of our main goals is to keep those communities connected to Israel. And this is one of our main goals, Aliyah, and be connected to the State of Israel.
When we talk about the Jews around the world, about close to 16 million people, and about a little over 7 million of them are already in Israel, but we dealing with the Christian community here, Devorah, and I have a question. Why should a Christian church or a Christian individual, why should they want to help a Jew make Aliyah back to Israel? Can you answer that question for me?
I see the passion that those Christians has to the land and to Israel, but the Bible say it in many, many places that you, the non-Jews, will carry our daughters on your shoulders, mm-hmm, bring them back home. Mm-hmm. It says many, many places. There are many, many Christian leaders that are teaching this all over the world. And I'm just helping them to come to Israel and to see that the prophecies are happening.
You've been going a lot of places. You just got back from Korea, over the last several months or something like that. You've traveled over there. So it's not just the United States. There are a lot of people that are helping Jews make Aliyah back to Israel, right?
Right. Now there is a new movement in Korea, even in China and Japan, helping us. Big communities and churches are helping in Korea and South Korea.
Yeah.
I just came back I went with the Korean pastors to visit the Jewish communities in Uzbekistan, in Kazakhstan. It was amazing tour. I hope one day we can do it with Endtime to go to those communities that are still there.
Yeah.
So yes, there are not enough, but many churches that are helping us. Yes, they are. So I want to take this opportunity and thank End Times Ministry for what you're doing for so many years. Thank you very much for what you're doing for us. We don't have many friends, but you are one of the best that we have.
But I want to tell everybody, we love Israel, we love Devorah, we love Aliyah, we love everything that's going on, and we support them heavily. And we're all on the same team here because it's a relationship. We love these people, and we're going to help them all the way through the end time.